On a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Folks, greetings and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Washington Nationals in the second game of a 3-game series. And that's about all that's going on today. How you doing, folks? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. Folks, anybody check the news? Anybody see any headlines? Anything happening? What's shaking in Baltimore? Anything? You tell me. I'm just sipping my coffee. I'm just waking up, you know. Anything new going on? What's happening? Mateo in the lineup today? What's shaking? Oh. All right, I guess I can't play dumb for very long, can I? All right, folks, look, here's the deal. Yesterday, the Orioles suffered probably one of the most confounding losses you're ever going to see as a baseball fan. And apparently it was finally the last straw. Before yesterday, before that game even took place, in yesterday's intro, I went on the record publicly, both on my Discord and here on the channel, in saying that I am officially ready to move on from Brandon Hyde. It's time. We need to do it. We need to do it right now. And if you're not going to do it right now, you're basically saying we're going to watch another 120 games of meaningless baseball because this team is got no direction. It's got no leadership. We are in a mess. And within 24 hours of me finally saying I'm done, I'm done. Brandon Hyde is gone. So do I take credit for that? Oh, looking at the chat right now, maybe I should. But yeah. Look, a lot of people were ready to get rid of Brandon Hyde a long time ago. I felt it was, for a lot of people, way too soon. But look, you saw the evolution of the first quarter of this season and how I've reacted to it. I've tried to maintain my composure about it, try to keep a level head, trying to think of constructive ways to figure out how to make this team fix its problems. And eventually it just got to the point where, a significant change was needed. I said it on the air yesterday. I don't blame Brandon Hyde for all the mistakes and all the issues that this team is now stuck in. But I just feel like no matter who you point the finger at for how we got here, I don't feel Brandon Hyde is capable of leading this team out of the problems that they're in. Things have only seemed to have gotten worse, and you just see a lack of leadership out there. So we've got a new interim manager. I don't think we're going to be seeing Tony Mansolino beyond this season managing for us unless he does a real bang-up job, which would be fantastic. But we needed to make a change. We have. And we're going to be talking about it today. We've got the whole game to talk. But yeah, it's a new era for Orioles baseball. It's not a happy day, really. Maybe some people are in a celebratory mood. I mean, it needed to happen. So in that regard, I guess, yeah. I was feeling miserable every single day after I pretty much knew we were tanking this season without making a change for here, I don't know, a couple of weeks now. And maybe we were 7 or 8 games under 500 at that point, and here we are now 13 games under 500. We might have done something too late. I don't know, but at least we've done something. And I know a lot of people, you look on social media, they're like, it's Mike Elias's fault. It's not Brandon Hyde's fault. And, it may be true that Mike Elias deserves as much of the blame. And in a perfect world, maybe they both get removed, or Elias gets removed first, or whatever you feel. But the way baseball works, organizationally, the pecking order of moves, the manager goes first, and the GM, you're likely going to look for a replacement in the offseason. If the Orioles are going to move on from Mike Elias, it's likely going to happen after the season is over. You've got a transitional period for a new guy to come in and start making real moves. You bring in a new guy right now. First of all, who are you going to... It's not like finding an interim manager. There's not an interim GM. Doesn't really work that way. But anyway, folks, I don't want to get too much in the weeds here. We got a ball game starting here in about 7 minutes. So let's get ready for that. And then again, we can talk about, what's to come here for the Orioles. Again, Tony Mansolino, who had been our third base coach, has been promoted as the interim manager, I would assume, for the remainder of the season. Some folks, myself included, were wondering whether or not Buck Britton would get a shot. I'm going to assume perhaps the organization, I should say, maybe felt it wasn't the right time to promote Britton that way. I do think that there is a path for Buck Britton to become a manager at some point, but maybe this situation isn't the right time to throw him into the fire. So that's understandable. I think the Orioles are going to probably look at him as an interview candidate in the offseason, along with other outside candidates. But again, I can't seem to transition into getting into today's ball game. Let's get into today's ball game, and we'll be talking about the Orioles moving on from Brandon Hyde. But for now,
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
feels good.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
I had to find something. I had to find some kind of button for this. Starting pitching matchups today. Kyle Gibson is on the mound for the Orioles. He has a record of 0-2. His ERA is nothing worth mentioning. It is 13 and change. He'll be facing a right-hander by the name of Jake Irvin. No relation to Cole. 2-1 record, an ERA of a flat 4. Starting lineups for the visiting Nationals. Oops, this is yesterday's game. Come on, BW. Get with the times. For the visiting Nationals, leading off playing shortstop C.J. Abrams. James Wood will bat second today and be in left field. Nathaniel Lowe will hit third and be at first base. Keibert Ruiz, the switch hitting catcher, will be in the cleanup spot. Luis Garcia Jr. will bat fifth and play at second base. Veteran DH Josh Bell will hit sixth. Dylan Cruz is in right field batting seventh. Jose Tena is at third base hitting eighth, and batting ninth playing center field, Jacob Young. For your new look Baltimore Orioles, your Tony Mansolino-led Baltimore Orioles, Jackson Holliday is going to lead off and play second base. Ryan O'Hearn will bat second and be at first base. Gunnar Henderson will bat third and play shortstop. Adley Rutschman is the DH today. He's the cleanup hitter. Ced Mullins will bat fifth. He's in center field. Ramon Arias at third base. He's hitting sixth. Heston Kjerstad in right field batting seventh. Yesterday, batting cleanup and getting, 3 or 4 hits? 3 hits and a hit by pitch, something like that. Ramon Laureano, who bumped his batting average up about 40 points with those hits yesterday. He will be in left field batting eighth. And finally, the backup catcher, Maverick Hanley, will get a start behind the plate and bat ninth. He's got 1 hit in 12 at-bats so far this season, a couple of RBI. All right. Keibert Ruiz. Cubert. Oh, boy. Atari jokes. Hey, folks. What do we got? 3 minutes till the first pitch. Let's get this game up on the TV here. Oh, boy. Well, there's one thing you can't say. It's that I don't have my my attention on this team. I do. And it's just a what the hell happened kind of a situation. I mean, Brandon Hyde, 2 years removed from winning the Manager of the Year award. I just want everybody to know I never had any real personal beef with Brandon Hyde as a guy, as a dude, and there's a lot that I think he deserves credit for. But, you know, it is what it is. I hate that expression, but that's all I got while I'm trying to get this ball game up. I'm having trouble right now getting this game up. Let's go. What is the deal? Come on. What are you doing? There we go. Good Lord. All right. I think we're ready. All right. There's the ballpark. Looks like the weather's good. All that rain earlier in the week seems to be gone. A bright, sunshiny day at Camden Yards, folks. A new day, 84 degrees, blue skies. I'm ready for some baseball. I'm hoping. You know, things may not turn around, obviously, the way we would hope. But the one thing you just want to see is a change in the team's charisma, you know, their character, their chemistry. Maybe I'm just trying to think of words that begin with C. I don't know. But, you know, I just want to see this team, I don't know, just find their feet again, enjoy playing baseball again. Show us that competitive spirit again. Again, folks, I said it a lot during the last month or so. It's not the fact that the Orioles, you look at their record and go, man, how have we lost this many? It's the way we've lost so many of these games. That's what I want to get away from. I can put up with losing. I just cannot tolerate losing the way we had been losing. By the way, it's an Orange Out Day. We've got on the all orange. Orange shirts, orange pants. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. And I say, first pitch of the ball game coming up. Gibson to Abrams. That one's lined foul. And here we go. Kyle, we need you to keep the ball in the yard and give us a chance to hit. Give you some runs to work with. Don't give up anything in the first inning, please. 0-1 pitch fouled away. C.J. Abrams is hitting .305. What? Okay, Calvin, let it all out, I guess. Apparently, Maverick Hanley is a chump. What did he do to you? 1-2 the count on Abrams. Jeez. Yeah, right there, buddy? This pitch is fouled at the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Wow, apparently being, the third string catcher is a dangerous job to have. One and two the count on Abrams, leading off the ball game. There's a breaking ball low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Orioles are wearing that hat again. Which means, I guess, this is the hat that made the team change, right? That pitch is low. Full count. It's a bit of an odd look, I got to be honest. This all-orange uniform with a gray hat. But we're rocking it today. Here's the payoff pitch. That one's lined and a base hit in the right field. Abrams is thinking too. Here comes the throw in. It is going to get away. Not for Abrams to advance any farther, but he's on with a leadoff double. He was thinking too right out of the box. And just like that, the Nationals are threatening with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Kyle Gibson's day starts in a way you were hoping it wouldn't. Cross your fingers. Let's try to get through this first inning with a chance to, not be far behind. That would suck, I'm not having a good time with words. There's a curveball swung on and missed. Nice curveball from Gibson there to get ahead of James Wood. 0-1. Oh yeah. Here's the scoreboard. That ball's in the dirt, and it's going to allow the runner to move up to third base. Wow. Runner at third, nobody out. A double and a wild pitch. I guess it's that chump, Maverick Hanley, not able to handle the wild pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike on Wood. And that ball is a base hit into left. The Nationals lead it 1-0. 2 batters in. Well, folks, the Orioles have made a significant change. If you're expecting significant changes in the results immediately, may not be the case. Kyle Gibson has faced 2 batters and has given up the lead. Here is Nathaniel Lowe, and he takes Lowe for ball 1. Lowe's hitting .227, up to 31 RBI already. And next pitch is outside. It's 2-0. That pitch gets, good Lord. Another pitch in the dirt, nearly wild. 3-0 the count. Leadoff double. Wild pitch. A second hit. And now a 3-0 count. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone for Lowe. So far, Kyle Gibson's first inning is a disaster. He's got to figure something out here quickly. This ball's fouled away. We got a full count. I don't get it. Why is everybody turning on me? I thought I was the one lined up to manage the team. I thought you guys had put your trust in me. I'm willing to make the commute. It's a bit of a commute, but I'm willing. Payoff pitch to Nathaniel Lowe is inside for ball 4. Kyle Gibson is yet to record an out. We now are looking at a double, a single, and a walk. Folks, if you're in my Discord, other than a personnel change, significant one like a new manager, the other huge issue this team I'm just begging to get fixed. Keibert Ruiz looks at a curveball or a sweeper, they're calling it, for a called strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1 on Ruiz, batting left-handed, hitting .279. He chased another breaking ball. That one bounced in there. The count is 0-2. Oh, boy. 0-2 on Ruiz. First and second, nobody out. A run already in for the Nationals. This ball's sprayed foul off to the right. And the count's still 0-2. Look, I pretty much have made a commitment that I'm going to be staying put right here where I am. But if we're talking hypothetical and a land of delusion, yeah. Orioles reach out to me, offer me the gig. I'll be on the first plane back. This pitch is fouled off to the right. It's still a ball and 2 strikes on Ruiz. 21 pitches into the game. Gibson still looking for his first out. Pitch. Fouled again. Well, Brandon Young could be another starting pitching option in the near future. He did suffer an injury, a minor one. This ball's lifted in the center. Mullins broke in, and then the ball goes over his head. Folks, you never see this. Mullins misread the ball, broke in a step, and the ball went flying over his head. A run comes in, second and third, still nobody out, and it's 2-0 Nationals. Can we please just have a chance in this? Can we hit, please, now? Here's Luis Garcia Jr. That ball's hit the left, down to the corner, foul. Still nobody out. 24 pitches. 2 runs in, 2 more in scoring position. It's going to be either 3 or 4-0 before we get out of this inning, unless we got some real help. And that didn't help. A cut fastball that looked to be in the zone, called a ball inside, apparently, according to the umpire. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike on a sinker. 1-2 on Garcia. When does Sagano pitch again? The 1-2 is low. How many pitches before we get an out? The 2-2 pitch. Can't get the call. That pitch right on the inside edge. So Gibson's not getting any calls close on either corner. Payoff pitch. That one's lifted foul and out of play. Oh, wait a minute. Well, it is out of play, but only barely. 30th pitch of the inning coming up. Looking for an out. If Gibson gets an out on this pitch, he'll be on pace for 90 pitches in the first. Line drive, base hit into right field. It's going to score 2. Five batters, 4 runs, nobody out, 30 pitches. Oh, warm up Charlie Morton. So, yeah, this is the number 2 issue of the team. The number 2 issue is, all right, you made the managerial move. You are telling the fans, hey, we're not trying to give up on this season yet. We're going to try to do something to turn things around. Well, I'm telling you right now, there's one other thing you have to do in order for this team to have a chance to turn it around, and that is find a fifth pitcher in this rotation that is not named Kyle Gibson or Charlie Morton, because it is killing us. And internally, we really don't have any options. You got to go out there and make a trade. And I understand that right now is not the typical trade window, but trades historically have happened at this stage of the season. It's not impossible. And if we have to overpay to do it, then so be it. But folks, every fifth time we go out there with either a Gibson or a Morton on the mound, it is just asking to lose. I'm sorry. Josh Bell at the plate, 0-1 pitch. That looked close. It had the plate apparently a hair low. Umpire is not helping Gibson at all. Charlie Morton is up already. So that would be my advice to Mike Elias. If you want to stick around beyond this season, pull off a trade, even if it's not during a particularly normal time. You got to do it, man. Two and one on Josh Bell, who's hitting 150, by the way. Swing and a miss on a curveball, 2-2. Wait, Calvin, are you now talking trash about Mullins? Calvin, what's going on, dude? This seems like a weird day to start trashing players. We just made a managerial move. You're trashing Maverick Hanley for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what you're expecting from him. But now you're going after Sed. How many runs has this dude saved for us playing center field? He made one bad read. And you're ready to, base hit by Bell in the right field. Even a guy hitting 150 gets a hit off Gibson. Runner at first goes to third. Bell's trying to go to second, and he's safe. It's an absolute circus out here right now, folks. Like, honestly, Calvin, do you want to attempt to explain yourself, or do you just come here to sort of just give me gotcha comments and then leave? Because you never really seem to want to interact. You're a bit of a strange bird. I think we should be replaying a challenge here. Bell might be out at second base. Is there a challenge? I guess not. Still nobody out. 4-0 Nationals. Runners at second and third. Gibson throws a pitch for a strike, even though it looked a bit inside. Foul ball, 0-2 on Dylan Cruz. Well, Chilo, unfortunately, the firing happens on the eve of a Kyle Gibson start. Anybody else is starting today. I don't think we have a start like this. Again, it's not just Brandon Hyde being the problem. We've got other things we got to do. But you can't fix it all overnight. All I know is if I see Kyle Gibson as a listed starter against the Red Sox next week at Fenway, then that's enough for me to know the team is not trying to fix the problem. There's a swing and a miss. The first out of the ball game. Forty pitches, 1 out. We're on pace for 120 pitches to get through the first. Here's a tapper foul by Jose Tena. I'd rather get Brandon Young up before giving McDermott another chance. I think Young looks a little more polished and capable of helping the team a little more than McDermott is at this stage. Still hurt, but it shouldn't be long. Like we're talking next week, he could be available. Two and one on Tena. Second and third for the Nationals. 1 out, 4 runs in. Fans here at the ballpark just sitting here. It's like going to a adult movie theater after the movie's over and you're just sitting there wondering, what am I doing here? That's what everybody looks like in the stands. Except for those under 18, because they wouldn't be allowed, right? Maybe it's a bad analogy. This one's hit into center field, right to Mullins, second out. Runner tags, scores. It's 5-0 Nationals. That'll bring the 9th batter of the inning up. Jacob Young hitting .215. First pitch strike from Gibson on the outside corner. It's only 3:30 in the morning for me, folks. 0-1 pitch. That one's hit to right. That one's going to get down for extra bases. And Kjerstad doesn't play it too well. Young might be thinking about 3, and he's in there. We're getting absolutely battered. Kyle Gibson needs to be cut immediately. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Gibson's worse than Morton. It's worse. There is nothing Gibson's throwing up there that's working. Are we going to get like a mound meeting maybe at some point? I mean, I know it's... Oh, here comes Morton. Okay. Pitching change. It's a new era in Baltimore, everybody. All right, Adam. I'm glad you won. Sounds like a perfect opportunity to send a super chat. I'm glad I could be a good luck charm for you. Holy cow. Hit. This is just ugly. Hit, walk, hit. 6 hits and a walk. 1 strikeout. 2 outs. You got 2 outs, 47 pitches. So yeah, I mean, look at Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins. The Marlins are out of it. They know they're out of it. It seems inevitable that Alcantara is going to be a trade deadline pitcher available out there for somebody. It's like, why not just pick up the phone, be like, yo, hey, remember how we gave you Kyle Stowers? All right, we kind of need a favor here, okay? Let's do a deal for Alcantara. And let's do it now. C.J. Abrams takes a first pitch strike from Charlie Morton. Up for the second time in the inning. And there's a called strike 2. Morton immediately doing what Gibson could not, which is get ahead of a batter. 0-2 pitch upstairs. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. A curveball from Morton. Folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but until further notice, you gotta switch these guys. You gotta put Morton back in the rotation. You gotta kick Gibson down the pen. I don't think either should be on the team. But we don't have any long men. We don't have any depth for starters right now. We just don't have it to go to. But I can't watch Gibson. I can't watch that anymore. I can't. Morton is just fortunate to have so many opportunities to maybe finally figure it out. I don't think most circumstances he'd still be pitching at this point, but maybe he will finally figure something out. I don't know. But Gibson is just absolutely terrible. What I can't even imagine what his final or what is his current pitching line. ERA is 16.78. And this is like his 4th start? God awful. God awful. And all I was saying was like, just please, at the beginning, before the first pitch, all I was saying was like, just get us through this first inning, please. Give us a chance to hit. Give us a chance to give you some run support. And we just couldn't do it. Here we are down 6-0 before we take a swing. Jackson Holiday at the plate. And he takes low and in from Jake Irvin for ball 1. Well, they say it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. We got a long way to go. All we got to do is just score a run every inning. We'll be fine. 2-0 to Holiday. Called a strike. 2-1. Holiday's hitting .264. Yeah, that is a problem. That's what I'm saying. We need another arm in here. We need it an external. We got to go outside the organization to get an arm. We got to do it. Holiday with a drive deep to right field, and that ball is over the head of Cruz. He can't find it. It's bouncing around. Holiday is going to get to third base, and he didn't even need to slide. It could have been standing. A leadoff triple by Jackson. You want a response? There you go. Why do we have to have Gibson pitching today? Why? I mean, we're all in agreement, right? That is the next order of business. Next time through the rotation, we got Zach Eflin, fine. We got Tomoyuki Sagano, fine. We got Dean Kramer, fine. We got Cade Povich, fine. That fifth spot has got to go to somebody else. There's some dude down in Norfolk I'd never even heard of who had a game where he pitched for like 5 innings, gave up like 3 hits, a couple of walks, 1 run. It wasn't like an amazing stat line, but I was like, wow, okay. Call him up. The Nationals are challenging what? What, did Jackson not touch a base or something? Or the ball bounced out, so it's a double? They want a double. All right, well, we'll see what they get. I'll be right back. I need to open up the back door. That's not a euphemism. It's just literal. What did I nail, Ryan? What did I nail? I got to know what I nailed. Holiday will be forced to go back to second base. It is a ground rule double. A leadoff double. Here is Ryan O'Hearn. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
304, the average for O'Hearn. Takes a called strike. One pitch. Called strike 2, fastball inside edge. This pitch is just a bit high. 2-2 on Ryan O'Hearn. Tell you what, folks, if he gets a base hit right here, knocks Holiday in, I don't care if we're down 6. It's a new era. This team might have it in them for something special today. This pitch is fouled back. whatever voodoo, curse, hex, whatever the hell's been going on. We may have a couple of players that need to get out of this team, but the players that we know can play, hopefully, are going to get better here. Wow, Ryan O'Hearn got rung up on a check swing appeal. 1 down. O'Hearn did go. Here's Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
We need a run at least in this inning to get something back. Gunnar, line drive, right field, caught. Damn it. Right to Dylan Cruz. Gunnar's now gone 0 for his last 13. He had been running hot until the last couple of games here. I don't know, Mr. Hyde. I don't know. Breaking ball to Rutschman. He takes for a called strike. I mean, obviously, Dempsey's got an amazing personality, a great spirit. He's great for the game. He's great to have with the organization. Is he a managerial type of guy? I don't know. I don't know if that's a fit for him. You got to have a little bit of a mean streak in you, and I just don't know if Dempsey's got that. He's too nice. Rutschman pops it up on the infield, and the inning is over. Leadoff double goes to waste. On to the second inning. It's 6-0 Nationals. Oh, I'm still not with you. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I saw you guys mentioning Cal as a potential manager. I don't think it's. I mean, if it was something he wanted to do, wouldn't he? Don't you think he would have done it somewhere along the way by now? You know, like a guy of his stature would be given carte blanche to manage, like, you know, a high level minor league team, like, immediately, if not a major league team. I don't think he wants to do it. Yeah. I don't think it's his. It's the type of thing that he wants to do or feels, you know, that he's the right guy for the job, which is good. You know, if you don't feel like you're the right person, don't take a job that you don't feel right for. Yeah, but we shouldn't be wooing, should we, David? Again, like, he's had about 20-something years to get some managing experience under his belt, and he hasn't done that at all. I mean, he's been involved in baseball a ton, obviously, developing that minor league team and stuff for youth sports and all that good stuff, but it just feels like a legacy move, honestly. It's like Oriole fans wanting one of their legends to come in and be the guy, you know, calling the shots. I just don't think Cal's the guy. James Wood at the plate. First pitch is a ball, next pitch is a strike. This pitch is low. Count is 2-1. I don't know. If you talk about like ex-players that I think have I don't know, a personality, a baseball IQ that could be helpful. I don't know. What's Mike Bordick up to? I've always thought Mike Bordick had a managerial kind of makeup to him. 2-2 pitch to Wood is low, full count. Yeah, James McCann wants to pursue a coaching position. So Bordick is running baseball camps. Yeah, I think Mike Bordick is, I just think he's got the right makeup for a manager. But what do I know? James Wood draws a walk. Leadoff walk. Here we go. You think Bordick's too? I don't know. I think Bordick again. Like he's got a nice even keeled disposition, and that could be construed as just being nice. But Bordick can, compared to some of the other guys like Dempsey or Cal, I think Bordick's got a little bit more of a, I don't know, light a fire under your ass kind of thing to him there. We got a stolen base. The Nationals are just running all over us. James Wood steals second. Nolan Ryan? If he did want to manage, I don't think he would say, let me start managing the Orioles. That would be a legacy move. If Nolan Ryan ever got into managing, it would be with a Texas-based team, Houston or the Rangers. That's it. That much I can guarantee. He's not going to come to Baltimore. 1-2 pitch to Nathaniel Lowe is outside, 2-2. AJ, I wouldn't mind getting involved as a coach and then, developing, see if he's got managerial, potential. But right now, I just think it's kind of a long shot or a what's the word I'm looking for? Shot in the dark kind of a thing. 2-2 pitch to Lowe. Swing and a miss. Morton gets a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hey, I've got an idea. How about Nicolas Cage as John Madden gets brought in to be the manager? That I would get at least a 14-game season ticket plan for. Here is Keibert Ruiz takes Loewen for ball one. Yeah, Craig Biggio. Biggio is definitely a baseball guy. I'd like to hear more from him. If he's interested in managing, I'd like to hear more from him. He's got a very impressive resume. He is a baseball dude. 2-0 on Ruiz. There's a called strike on a curveball. Now, Janet, where would you come up with an opinion like that? What kind of out of left field opinion? I'm just kidding. What is there, an echo in here? Janet, is that a euphemism? Is that a new expression in Baltimore? I haven't been keeping up with the lingo. Jan's got to go pull the ribs out. I'm sure that means something. Someone who struggles to hold their temper. I do have Albert Bell's WhatsApp. If you want me to contact Albert Bell. Here's a ground ball to Gunner. Over to first in time. 2 down. Runner moves up to third. Biggio was commenting on the O's, said roll. I did see there was a video out there with Biggio talking about the Orioles. I haven't watched it, Patrick, but I can't remember what channel. Maybe it was Foul Territory or one of those channels. But I'm interested in watching it. But yeah, I mean, you guys have heard me say it. I've been beating the drum for who knows how long. Analytics are a tool, and that's it. You don't rely on them to make decisions for you. You just use it to, This ball's drilled out to left over the head of Laureano. Run will score. It's an RBI double for Luis Garcia Jr. It is now 7-0. This game's over. Josh Bell with a ground ball to second. Holiday has it over to first. Inning over. The Nationals add on another run. They're up by a touchdown as we go to the bottom of the second. Nationals 7, Orioles nothing. Jesus Christ. Well, folks, if you don't mind, I'm going to set up my station here and roll up a special lucky because I don't have one, and there's a lot of game left. It is 3:53 a.m. and yeah, your boy needs to something get through this. Back in a flash.
I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
This being Baltimore and all.
What was that? It was bad. It had nothing. No fire, no energy, no nothing. What was that? It was bad. It had nothing. No fire, no energy, no nothing.
Said Mullins takes a first pitch strike right on the corner. Outside edge at the belt. Strike one. This pitch is hit in the air down the right field corner into foul ground and out of play. 0-2 on Mullins, leading off the bottom of the second. The Nationals have basically batted around twice. The Orioles, meanwhile, their number 5 hitter is up for the first time. 0-2 pitch to Mullins. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. All right, folks. What do we got today? Let's see here. We are working with whatever that is. We've got a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Whatever's in here. Some of this. And some of this. Ramon Arias with a fly ball down the left field corner and caught and foul ground by James Wood for the second out. Arias down quickly. Sorry, Ramon.
I have a brother.
Let's go with one of the two mystery bags. Which one? This one feels... Go with this one. Mystery bag. Heston Kjerstad. Hey, folks, if the Orioles continue to go down this path, stay tuned for BW's mukbang videos. This ball's lined, base hit in the left field. Heston Kjerstad, a 2-out single. Orange, you glad you're watching today? Get it? Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ramon just threw a rock at me.
First pitch is high for ball one. Big game yesterday for Laureano in the loss. That ball's tapped foul, left side. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, so we're going to go with a little bit of that. I'm going to take out a little bit of this. One of those. And then mix in one of these. That pitch had the plate just a bit low. 2-1 on Laureano. Preaknesses today. You guys going to get your preak on? There's a called strike. 2-2. Get it? Oh, sorry. Are we still over here? Hi. Runner at first, 2 down. 2-2 on Laureano. Pitch is inside, full count. Your customary bugle. Payoff pitch with 2 down. They call that a strike. I can't believe it. Pitch was low. Pitch was low. The pitch was low. Hey, Blue. Have a heart, you bastard.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Inning over. On to the third. 7-0 Nationals.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
How's everybody? Yep. It will calm me down, but it's going to take me about 10 minutes to prepare because I'm a very finicky doobie maker. When I make my doobs, I'm very finicky. It's a craft. I bring a certain craftsmanship. I should be selling these on QVC. No problem, Chilo. Come on back tomorrow. Sunday, we're going to kick some butt. I got a hunch. I got a hunch. Doobie doobie doo. Doobies in the night, exchanging glances. Yeah, I got 2 billion, Mr. Hyde. I mean, I run a YouTube channel after all. I'm a billionaire. You need some money? Dylan Cruz, bottom of the order. First pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Next pitch hit on the ground is second, Holiday. Over to first. 2 pitch out. 1 away in the third. There is one lonely kid in the splash zone. That is so sad. There's like an attendant sitting on a stool. One kid with like his dad there to monitor. How sad is this? 1-0 on Jose Tena. Called a strike. This umpire stinks. One and one on Tena. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the third. Hit on the ground. Holiday backhands. Over to first in time. 2 away. 2 outs on ground balls to second base. Hey, JJ. Anytime, my friend. I just hope we have enough fans left that when I do a raid for you, it actually has some significance. I don't know if you noticed, JJ. Things are tough over here in Birdland. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Inside. 2-0 the count on Jacob Young. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the third. I mean, I'm over here rolling a J, JJ. There's a called strike, 2-1. I'm like doing like Martha Stewart stuff over here now. Giving people tips on how to roll good joints. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. JJ, you know I'd love to have you around. Every time I see you, it's always a...
Yeah!
2-2 pitch. That had the plate. Umpire doesn't give us the call on that. Unbelievable. We don't get that call. And a base hit in the left field by Jacob Young. Hey, what do you know? We give up a hit to a number 9 hitter for a change. You don't see that every day. Of course, the only reason you don't see it every day is because we do have occasional off days. Here's C.J. Abrams, 2 down, runner at first. Fouled at the plate, 0-1. Abrams hits one to right, and wow, Heston Kjerstad, that was close. Kjerstad sort of frozen in his tracks, had to move back, and that ball nearly got over his head. He stuck the glove up and somehow snagged it out of the air for the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. We're down a touchdown with an extra point, of course. Today's game brought to you by the Wicker Man.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
Be sure to check out the upcoming biopic on John Madden starring Nicolas Cage.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
Not the bees. Boom. You get in there, you know, you're down in there in the trenches, the bees. You got to send the guy in motion. Eye back formation. Bees. What? I don't know. All right, this Jay's coming along swimmingly. All right, now the moment of truth. Maverick Hanley in a game down 7-0, getting his first at bat of the ball game. A little more. I got to do a little bit more maintenance there, Janet, before I fire it up. That's just the beginning. Now I got to do the packing. This is where the chopstick comes in handy. This is where you get in there and really make sure everything's in there nice and snug. Hanley hits a ball to right field. It'll be caught out there by Cruz for the first out in the bottom of the third, back to the top of the order for Jackson Holiday. Led off the ball game with a double. Of course, we were down 6-0 at the time. And couldn't get him in. Called strike on a curveball from Irvin, 0-1 on Holiday. Where you at, buddy? I think Bradfield has a chance to make an impact on the team next season. I think, you know, it's going to be a situation where if he has a really good camp, we're going to be in line to look for a center fielder to replace Mullins. Bradfield is the internal option that we're trying to mold to be that replacement. If he's not ready in time, maybe we go out and get a free agent on a short-term deal to be that stopgap solution. Here's a ground ball up the middle and fielded there right behind the second base bag by Abrams. He throws to first in time. 2 down. Holiday retired. And Ryan O'Hearn due up next. Oh, Cowser can play center field. Don't get me wrong. I just think if you're looking like long-term center fielder, if Bradfield is our guy, if we don't trade him away as part of a package for a pitcher or something, Yeah, Cowser can definitely play center, I think. 1-0 pitch to O'Hearn is off the plate outside. 2-0 on O'Hearn. Honeycutt, that's definitely like a 2-year. That's like a 2027 thing, I would think. But Bradfield, I think we could see him. I think Bradfield is kind of in the Basayo timeline, but just 1 year behind. Or Basayo, I think, does make his debut this season. Gets a chance to get his feet wet, and then the following year becomes a potential, everyday player option if he has a good camp and all that. And then I think Bradfield is like 1 year behind that same sort of trajectory. Or maybe next year he gets that first introduction, and then the following year settles in and tries to become an everyday player. Here's a payoff pitch to O'Hearn. It's inside for ball 4. 2-out walk. First walk given up by Irvin. Can we get 6 more of those, please, in a row? Mr. Hyde, you're talking about my favorite Orioles team of all time. The Why Not team. The summer I turned 12 years old. The Stand By Me year. I will never forget the summer of 1989. Here is Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Swing and a miss on a curveball. It was a fun summer, Mr. Hyde, until that West Coast trip after the All-Star break where we went like 1-12. Ugh. It was such a disaster. If we had just gone like 4-8 on that road trip, we would have won the division. But that road trip killed us. Oh-2 to Henderson is a curveball outside. 2 down, runner at first. The Orioles. Oh, yeah. Who is our third base coach now? I didn't even think to ask. Now that Mansolino is the manager. Jaden Daniels, Fitzy on a QB option. One-two count on Gunnar. Curveball swung on a miss. Inning over. And the Nationals announcer are saying that Jake Irvin's throwing his nastiest stuff of the season. Why does every mediocre pitcher have their best outing of the season against us? Why? If I hear one more, this is so-and-so's best outing of the season. Folks. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. And there you have it. Right there, folks. That is custom work. Custom. See that? Nice, even. Not too thick, not too thin. All right. Hey, I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. Hey. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Yep. Fruit Loops. Mickey Tettleton, the man whose batting stance I mimicked. James Wood is up again. We just played an inning where a guy got up to hit for the first time. Nationals are going through their order a third time. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Wood. Curveball low and in. Boy, more Chris Paddock references. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is fouled off to the right. One, two from Morton is a swing, and he went around. That pitch was up, and Morton gets a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Is there any way for Charlie Morton to just... Can we do that thing that the Tigers did a lot last year? What I want to do is put Morton back in the rotation, okay? But he doesn't start. You feel me? We do that thing where we start the game with a relief pitcher, preferably one that is pitching the same side as whatever the top of the order is of the opponent. So let's say 2 out of 3 batters are righties. Get a right-handed reliever in there for an inning. If it's lefties, get a lefty, right? Pitch that first inning. Then let Morton come out and make his start in the second inning. Because for whatever reason, I feel like that's part of the mental thing with Morton. He looks so much better when he's not actually starting. So let's try that. Anybody with me? It works out. I mean, if the Tigers try it, and they're currently rocking the best record in the American League. That's my move. If we can't make a trade and we don't have anybody to go to in the organization to be the 5th guy, I want to take Gibson out. I want to put Morton in, but I don't want him to start. I want him to come in the second inning. Have somebody pitch the first, get us out of that first inning. Hopefully, no runs on the board. There's a swing and a miss on a curveball from Morton.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's the plan. That's the plan. When you say bullpen game, I'm talking about just one reliever, one designated reliever to start the first inning, and then Morton comes out for the second. I just think it would be a psychological advantage. Like the best we're going to get from Morton, I feel, is to use him in a way where he doesn't start. But you can cheat it. He can still put in 85 pitches or whatever. Just don't begin the ball game. 0-2 pitch is fouled away. So now that BW has come up with another excellent plan, how do we pass this message on to the Orioles organization before it's too late? Because while I love coming up with solutions, the fact that the ones I come up with aren't applied until too late. By the way, Morton just got another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Here, let me do a promo cut for maybe a YouTube short. Hi, Orioles organization. My name is BW, also known as the BirdWatcher. I'm a huge Orioles fan. I don't know if you could tell or not, but I got some advice for you, okay, on how to handle the rotation as it is. When our number 5 spot, right now, our only choices are Charlie Morton and Kyle Gibson. Here's what you do. Kyle Gibson, take him out of the rotation immediately. He's washed, okay? If you want to stick him in the bullpen for now, I understand it. We don't have a long man to go to. Fine. He can be a mop-up guy, whatever. Charlie Morton goes back into the rotation. But there's a caveat. Morton is in the rotation, but you do not start the game with Morton. You pick a designated relief pitcher to pitch the first inning on days that Morton pitches. Optimally, you pick a righty or a lefty based on what the other team's lineup looks like and get through that first inning with the best possible matchup. And then you let Morton come out to begin the second inning. And that's it. That is the solution to that final spot in the rotation until we get some reinforcements. Okay? Did I get that all done within a minute? Make a YouTube short out of that. Send it out, somebody. Thanks. That's the solution. By the way, Jake Irvin is only on 46 pitches. Kyle Gibson had 40-something in the first inning. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Takes a curveball for a called strike. I think there is a section for rowdy alcoholics already, Mr. Hyde. It's called Baltimore City. Really? A dozen? I know what you mean. The old Memorial Stadium. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Adley Rutschman just struck out on a curveball, and he lost his bat in the process. Some media lady looking unimpressed by it all. Here's Sid Mullins. Takes Lowen for ball 1.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Bill Vex says, start Gibson, require him to pitch 3 innings, but make it 10-cent beer night. It's a great idea. Hey, we haven't had a riot in Baltimore now in about 10 years. We're due. One and one on Mullins. He fouls one back. Well, a loss today, 14 games under, 15-29, and dare I say it, if we don't win tomorrow, we're now at 15-30. 2 losses for every win. I'm not enjoying listening to the Nationals announcers giggle through this game. Here's a ground ball to second. Garcia over to first in time. Mullins retired. This offense is dead on arrival right now. And I'm sure Brandon Hyde is probably sitting somewhere right now going, well, what did you want me to do about this? Nobody's hitting. You're making me have to turn to a guy like a Kyle Gibson. You try to do better. Ramon Arias, 0-1. The count. Here's a ground ball to short. Abrams over to first. Inning over. A quiet inning. And since that leadoff double by Holiday in the first, the Orioles haven't done hardly much at all. Just one other hit. We go to the fifth inning. Down a lot. Okay. Hey, folks, guess what? By the way, the subs up to 20. We're going to hit 2,700 subs here coming up this week. Okay? Up to 2,700. The likes, you guys have been doing a pretty damn good job, all things considered. Boy, look at this. Look at this turnout. Oh, it's sad. It's going to be... Woo! BW is going to have to survive the storm somehow. But please, folks, help me survive by hitting the like button and subscribing if you haven't done so already, okay? Pretty please. Sugar on top. Oh, that was Buck over there at third? Okay, obviously. Maybe if I finally spark this up, my vision will improve. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear BW. Make a wish. All right. Luis Garcia Jr., top of the fifth. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed 0-2. He is 2 for 2 today. Oh, I feel better. Oh, it's not my birthday quite yet, Janet. We've got a few more days. I was just making a candle reference with the lit joint. 0-2 on Garcia. Don't worry, we'll milk the birthday thing coming up this week. Thanks, Matt. Oh-2 pitch popped up right center, pretty much center field. Mullins makes the catch. Morton with a first out here. Charlie Morton, folks. Let's keep track here. What are we looking at right now? We're looking at 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits and a walk. 3 2/3 innings, 2 hits, a walk, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. That's good. That's good. That's an ER, by itself as one game. You're talking about 3 base runners and just under 4 innings. That's a whip under 1. That's an ERA of about 3. 5 strikeouts. This ball is caught on the run by Mullins. He went on a dead sprint into left center field to make the catch. Josh Bell retired. So now make it 4 innings for Morton. 4 innings, 3 base runners with 5 strikeouts. ERA now at 7.75. Dylan Cruz takes low for ball 1. I hope somebody, first of all, I'm not completely, you could say I'm delusional. There's a curveball in there, strike 1. 1-1 on Cruz. Sometimes I get the feeling that one or two significant people out there swing and a miss, 1-2 on Cruz, might tune into my games, and get my take on things from time to time. Because I swear, sometimes I'll say something, and within the same 24-hour period, somebody's regurgitating what I just said. Swing and a miss. Morton with another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Have we finally unlocked Charlie Morton? Could he possibly actually still help this team? The thing is, it's a garbage time situation. You bring him in situations like that. It's all psychological. That's what I'm saying. I don't want him to start. I want him to just come into the game. Less thinking. Just throw him out there. 4 1/3 innings. 6 strikeouts. 2 hits and a walk. That's the Morton we paid for. Oh, we know how to hang in. We know how to hang in. Us Baltimore fans, we know how to hang in, Jeffrey. It's all good. Did Morton pitch just 2 days back? What, for the doubleheader? Or was that the last game against the Twins? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. So that's what we do. So Morton, here's what we do. We've already figured part of it out. Morton doesn't start, but he is, scheduled to pitch every 5th game. Kerstad fouls the first pitch straight back. And what we do is we keep him down in the tunnel. He can't even monitor what's going on in the game. If we have to blindfold him, fine. And then we ask the scoreboard operator to set the scoreboard to make it read opponents 6, Orioles nothing, and make Morton think that's really the score. And then he comes in and he pitches lights out for like 6 innings. This is how we do it. Kerstad fouls an 0-2 pitch at the plate. Yeah, it's like Mazzo says, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. Oh, 2 curveball outside. Kerstad has a hit today, 1 for 1. That ball's hit on the ground to third base. Tana across the diamond in time. 1 away. Bottom of the fifth. Laureano goes after the first pitch, hits a shallow ball into right field. That's caught for the second out. Irvin is cruising, 2 out in the fifth, 63 pitches. The Orioles, really the closest they've come to scoring was the first batter of the game. Holiday thought he'd gotten to third base. Replay showed a ground rule double. We literally have gone backwards since the opening double. We had to go back to second base on what we thought was a triple, and we haven't gotten any closer since. Maverick Hanley's got an 0-1 count. Make it 1-1 on a pitch outside. I love how when people refer to gambling and use words like definitely. Sure. Inning over. Hanley's out. We go to the sixth. 7-0. Let's hurry this up. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed. I want to go home. Morton's only thrown 15 more pitches than Gibson did. And he's gotten 11 additional outs. Cino Perez is going to come on now to start the top of the sixth. So Morton's day is over. 4 1/3 innings, 2 hits, a walk, 6 strikeouts. Morton and Perez are now battling out in the ERA department. Morton at 7.68. Perez coming into the game now at 7.64. Look at these ERAs today. We've got 15 frickin' wins. And I swear 10 of them came in the first 3 weeks. We've had 5 wins in a month. This is ridiculous. Come on. th appearance for Perez. And with Andrew Kittredge probably due back in the next week. I say due back, due to make his debut. He's about ready. Kittredge. Maybe 2 more appearances in relief. So that's another decision the Orioles have to make. Here's a ground ball to third base. And Arias makes the play on the move. 1 down. Jacob Young takes a called strike. He is 2 for 2 out of the number 9 spot, folks. What is it with us unable to get number 9 hitters out. That ball's hit hard to third. Arias scoops that one up over to first in time. 2 down. Arias playing his usual sure-handed defense over there at third base. Back to the top of the order. 4th time through. C.J. Abrams is 1 for 3. Fouls off the first pitch. There's a called strike at 98 from Perez. Come on, people now. Hit the like button, everybody get together and subscribe if you haven't right now. Swing and a miss. Perez strikes out Abrams.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Come on, people now. Hit the like button, everybody get together and subscribe to the channel right now. Right now. Remember, folks, I told you, we need campfire songs. Let's hippie it up. Are you going to the inner harbor? Be sure to wear some, I don't know. What are the ladies wearing out there these days? What are the Baltimore Huns wearing in their hair? If not flowers. Come on, people now. Hey, come on now, folks. Hey, 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 hey. Look at this score. What do you want me to do? It is 4:43 a.m. Pepper spray. Be sure to wear some pepper spray in your hair. If you're going to East Baltimore, be sure to have a taser at your side. If you're going... geez. Jackson Holiday. Curveball's in there for a strike. Holiday has a hit. We remember it well. It's about the only thing we talked about. Yeah. Well, I mean, Baltimore is the home of the beehive haircut, right?
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Oh, I get it now. So the eyes, it's actually, Nick Cage is overwhelmed by a bunch of Baltimore beehive hairdos, and the Aquanet is actually getting into his eyes. And it stings. It's not actual bees. Now suddenly, this feels like a John Waters movie.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
One and one on Holiday. Curveball, a strike, 1-2. A size P, not the piece. What do you say? Nick Cage likes the well-endowed ladies? The buxom? Yeah, you never hear that. Oh, not the double D's. This pitch is fouled back. 2-2 on Holiday, leading off the bottom of the 6th. We got shut out yesterday. Be nice to, I don't know, score or something. Here's a foul ball off to the right. Two pitch fouled off by Holiday. We'll do it again. I'll put your eye out. You got a bee mascot. Holiday pops it up weakly. Shortstop Abrams takes one step into the outfield grass to make the catch. Holiday retired. There is no life. No signs of life. Is there life on Mars? Maybe. Here in Camden Yards, I don't think so. O'Hearn with a curveball called a strike. He is 0 for 1. Oh, yeah, the scoreboard. Pitch outside, 1-1. All right. Thank you, George. 1-1 pitch to O'Hearn. Outside. Oh, wait a minute. You mean one for each? You got in line for each breast or for a double serving? I'm confused. This ground ball will be the second out of the inning. Boy, this is just watching paint dry over here. Double serving. A heaping helping, if you will. Gunnar Henderson takes a called strike. He's 0 for 2. Irvin is about to throw his 80th pitch of the day. 2 out in the 6th. Hasn't given up a run. And I'm going to go out on a limb and assume it's his best start of the season. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 6 shutout innings for Jake Irvin on 2 hits.
Oh boy, is this great!
Oh, was that the one where there's 2 movies I get confused. Clifford, where he plays like a little boy But then there's another one. Oh, I know what it is. It's something like dumb luck or pure luck or bad luck or something like that. It's like him and Danny Glover, right? I want to say it's like him and Danny Glover. And yeah, the movie was awful. Oh no, I use the soundbite now as what do you call it? It's tongue in cheek or whatever. Turtle. Oh yeah, sarcasm. I can't think of the word for sarcasm. Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club? Turtle. Hey, who wants to start a channel called Watching Bad Movies with BW? We can watch Master of Disguise, Baby Geniuses Part 2. You know, good movies. Ciano Perez is on the mound again to start the 7th. James Wood up again. 0-1 the count. Make it a ball and a strike. That pitch is high. Yeah, George, like MST3K. We sit, we watch bad movies, we crack jokes. Ground ball to Gunner, over to first, in time. Well, folks, if you can believe it, the YouTube channel, my other channel that I had been streaming on pretty much every day for a couple of years, that was what that channel was. It was a channel that was designed to live roast bad whatever content on YouTube that we could find. Bad cooking shows. We watched QVC. We made a bingo game out of watching QVC for all the stupid stuff they constantly do. Bad old music videos or low-budget homemade music videos that have no right to even exist. Here's a fly ball to Mullins for the second out in the top of the 7th. Base is empty for the Nats. I am phoning in the play-by-play of this game at this point. How can I not? Once Gibson came out to pitch, this game was over before fans sat down and got a chance to even see somebody swing a bat. Keibert Ruiz takes a strike. Yeah, pure luck. I think I'd said dumb luck or something. Yeah, pure luck. That's the bee sting one. That's the bee sting movie Matt was trying to remember. So, Matt, thank Michael and me for working together to figure that out for you. Hey, you know what my favorite bad movie to fall asleep to is? Cannonball Run 2. Don't know why. But it's such a lame movie that thinks it's so cool and funny. I can sleep. It's like ASMR for me. Here's a ground ball to first. Flip to the pitcher. Perez covers the bag and the inning is over. Folks, it's 7th inning stretch time. Yay! I'm going to do a muted version of this. One, because we can't seem to get one frickin' cake on the griddle. Never mind several. But, you know, it's pretty damn late over here. I've been doing a lot of barking on the mic late night lately. So, I'm just going to say, why don't you throw some cakes on the griddle out there, folks? Cakes on the griddle. What do you think? You in the mood?
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Yeah, I just thought of a random bad movie that popped in my head. Oh, this one is a treat. There's a late 80s, maybe 1990 movie out there called Ghost Fever. And it stars George Jefferson himself, Mr. Sherman Hemsley. And it's this bizarre movie, a project that Hemsley was actually a producer on. And like he basically poured all of his Jefferson's money into financing a vehicle movie for himself. And it was an absolute disaster of a movie. Folks, if you can find yourself a copy of a movie called Ghost Fever, starring Sherman Hemsley, and this was in theaters for like a day. Oh, you can't take your eyes away from it. It is a train wreck. Hey, there's the Bromo Seltzer Tower on this fine Baltimore afternoon. I mean, a game like this, can I get a barbecue sandwich for like half price? What do you say? Folks, we're going to struggle to break 1,000 views today. Adley Rutschman takes Loewen from Irvin for ball one. Irvin out to pitch his 7th inning. Excuse me. I need a cracker. Rutschman hits one to right off the scoreboard. He's trying for 2, and he just gets in there. Thankfully, my God, if he would have been tagged out on that, it would have been a bridge too far. It's a leadoff double for Rutschman, his 6th 2-bagger of the season.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
From the producers of BJ and the Bear, folks, coming this fall on CBS, BW and the Hat. Well, you know, if I named my hat Jake, then we could just do a remake of an old show, Jake and the Fat Man. Get it? Said Mullins is at the plate. 1-1 the count. Oh, that does it for snack break. 1-1 pitch to Mullins. Outside, 2-1.
Folks said, now you know what to do.
Ground ball to second. Garcia to first. In time, Rutschman moves up to third base with 1 out. The Orioles have a chance to not be shut out. I mean, when that's your newest target, can we not be shut out? Well, we got a runner 90 feet away with one out. Ramon Arias at the plate. Can we produce? Arias yesterday, you want to talk about all those situations with all those runners on base and unable to get the big hit. Arias was up there at least 3 times with at least 2 men on base and could not do a thing. That pitch is up and in, 2-0 the count. So you're telling me there's a chance? What was with that? What was all that 1 in a million talk? Swing and a miss, 2-1 on Arias. Pitch is off the plate. The count is 2-2. Okay, here's my prediction. Arias drives in this run on a sac fly, and that's your only run of the ball game. Thousands of people come out and spend their afternoon waiting 2.5 hours down 6 runs after half an inning just to watch one sac fly. Up the middle, base hit. You see, that's why I say what I say, in order to look stupid and be wrong. Because to be wrong is to have a positive outcome. It's a base hit up the middle for Ramon Arias. RBI single, Rutschman scores. The shutout is over. Seven 1. Mound meeting for the Nationals. We've got to run, folks. Hey, folks, tomorrow, I forgot to put this up. I should change it right now in the text. Nobody reads my scrolling text. Nobody! Oh, shoot. 2-hour mark. I got 2 things to take care of now. I got to get you the start time and pitching matchup down there on the screen. Tomorrow is Zach Eflin against Mike Soroka. 1:35 first pitch. I'll be on the air at 1:20 p.m. Eastern. Let's get that in here. Here's a comebacker to the pitcher by Kjerstad. And the ball is misplayed. Kjerstad will not only reach, Arias will now move up to third base. Runners at first and third, 1 out. An error by the Nationals. Jake Irvin trying to complete 7 innings, but now after that ball is just flat out dropped at first base. I don't know how you drop this. I mean, it is just a normal throw right there. How do you drop that? 7-1. Still the score, but first and third, 1 out for Laureano. Takes a first pitch strike, change up on the outer part of the plate. So it's 135, so 120 I'm going on. Fix that. This ball is lifted into deep center field by Laureano. Going back, looking up. The ball is off the glove of Young, who crashed into the wall. Laureano will drive in a pair of runs, I think. Young is down injured out there in center field. No, only 1 run scores. Second and third, 1 out. It's now 7-2. Whoops. Eflin versus Soroka. All right, that's updated. Young is on his hands and knees right now. Trainer has to go a long way out there to take a look at him. He went in hard into the wall, trying to make the catch. They're going to review whether or not this ball is a home run. So apparently when that ball popped out of the glove, there's a chance it might have hit the back wall and then bounced back over. I'm not sure. Let's see. Here's a replay. I don't know why they thought that ball was out. That ball is not a home run. Not by anyone's. Yeah, that is just Young went into that wall like Bump Bailey from The Natural. The fact that they reviewed that is ridiculous. Irvin is up to his feet now. My guess is that he's going to be removed from this game. Looks like his left arm is not able to move freely without pain. Yeah, Bruce, that's what you say, but I got a feeling they're going to take him out of the game. If he can't freely move his arm. He's coming in. He's walking out of the game. Aha, Bruce. Aha. I was right. Aha. Aha. I'm just kidding, Bruce. What do I know? All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know is that I don't know nothing. Bruce, fist pump it, man. Fist pump it. So we're going to need another minute or two. I guess it's time for a lucky. I'll be back. Don't you go anywhere.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
All right, so Alex Call goes into right field. Dylan Cruz moves over from right field into center. Jake Irvin is smacking his bubble gum, trying to get this game going here, and they're going to take him out of the game. So after all that, Jake Irvin's just standing out there for probably 5-6 minutes just to wait for the manager to come out and take him out of the game. Damn, he could have We could have killed two birds there, you know. No pun intended. Maybe make that pitching change while the other guy's being attended to. I don't know. Just a thought. Pitching change in Baltimore. Baltimore. What's that? What's that? Hey, it's 7-2. We got 2 runners on base. Hey now. Hey now. I gotta go back and hear my aha. I'm such an annoying little pest. Can I find that? He's coming in. He's walking out of the game. That's back wall and then bounced back. Think out. Wrong is to have ball to second. Garcia to first in time. Rutschman moves up to third base with 1 out. The Orioles. There it is. Yeah, Bruce. That's what you say, but I got a feeling they're going to take him out of the game. Really move his arm. Aha, Bruce. Aha. I was right. Aha. Aha. I'm just kidding, Bruce. The normal activity of a 48-year-old, right? Jose Ferrer, a lefty, is on for the Nationals. By the way, at least going into yesterday, the Nationals have the worst bullpen ERA in baseball. Emmanuel Rivera is up to hit for Maverick Hanley. So that means we lose the DH. Rivera fouls a 1-0 pitch off. It's a 1-1. I like it. I like it, Tony. Hey, Tony Manzolino making an early managerial decision here. He's taking away the DH. He wants Rivera in this big RBI spot. I don't know if Brandon Hyde's making a move like this, folks. 1-2 on Rivera. Let's hope it pays off. You got 1 out, second and third. Pitch. Line drive. Caught at second base. Damn. Rivera hit the crap out of it. And we get nothing. Runners have to stay put. Deliver us from evil. Come on, Holiday. We need a big 2-out hit. Up the middle, right to the pitcher, Ferrer. He takes it to the bag and then flips it for the final out. Second and third, 1 out, and we can't score again. Folks, any of this feel familiar?
Big buck, stop it all.
Yeah, Bruce, if he stays healthy, I don't see any reason why that's not possible. I mean, you look at his pedigree, #1 overall pick. He's supposed to be a superstar. We look at a guy like Gunnar and his first season before his first full rookie year. Now, Holiday doesn't qualify as a rookie, but this is really his first real full season. And we're starting to see the breakout. So Holiday could be putting up Gunner-like numbers here by next season. What a treat that would be. Yeah, we could do it that way. I'm tired. Look at the crowd here. I mean, this is a decent crowd. Perez is still out there? Perez is still out there. Swing and a miss, Garcia. Rutschman now behind the plate, and Rivera out of the game. That spot in the order, the number 9 spot now, the pitcher spot. And with 2 more trips up to hit, that spot will probably come back up again. But you just use a pinch hitter. Whatever. I liked the idea. It didn't pan out, but again, you had second and third. 2 big runs out there. You want a guy you think can drive him in. There's a swing and a miss. Perez with a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Preakness today. Everybody's partying. Yay! Hey, can they get drunk enough and then come over here? Maybe some of them won some horse bets. They can throw BW a couple of shekels. Remember that guy last year who would like win bets and then just throw 10, 20 bucks over here saying, hey, BW, I bet I came good. Here's your commission. What happened to that dude? 0-2 pitch to Bell, who's hitting from the right-hand side against Perez. Is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, that's because I'm still 47, Ronnie. Wait 3 days. I'll look 48. No, I appreciate it. Cheers. Most people think I'm older than my age. I don't know why. I've got so much vim and vigor in me. 2 out in the 8th, and Perez's day is over. Let's see. It's Cano's turn. And based on how he's been doing lately, this is the time to use him. Down 5. Cano, you have been demoted. Janet? All right. You listen up. If I hear one more thing about this, there's no dimple. There is no dimple. I don't know where you see a dimple. I don't see it. Where are you? Where? I don't. Where? What? Looks like a war wound. Yeah, I took a BB pellet to the cheek back in the summer of '83. Instead of watching the Orioles win the series, I got shot by my supposed best friend. great. I can hear the cockle-doodle-doo of the poultry outside right now. Where would we be without... You know what? If there is, what do you call it? Reincarnation. I want to come back as a rooster, I think. As long as I'm allowed to not have my head chopped off. If I get to free range it for a while. I want that gig. First pitch from Cano is a strike to Dylan Cruz. Next pitch outside. What, you think my dimple makes me the bad guy? You need a bad guy. You need my dimple to be the bad guy. Two and one on Cruz. Called a strike, top of the zone. My back is about to give out. Two pitch. Fouled at the plate. You'd like to be a sloth or a mountain goat. Look, I'll be honest. If I were to be reincarnated, I got a short list. All right, dolphin, because they're smarter than us. So I'd like to know what that would be like. Koala bear. No real natural predators. You sit your ass in a tree and you eat eucalyptus, which basically gives you it's a hallucinogen. You just sit your ass in a tree and hallucinate all day. That sounds like a gig I could take. So koala bear's up there. Panda bear, absolutely. Same deal. You're cute. You roll around, you eat bamboo. Everybody loves you. So I'll take panda bear. What else? We got a walk, a 2-out walk. And actually, sorry, that pitch hit Cruz. We got a 2-out hit by pitch. Lion. Oh, George, why not a liger? Be a liger, like Napoleon Dynamite's favorite animal. You could be both. Gosh. What else? Obviously, flight would be nice, right? To be an actual Baltimore Oriole, that would be kind of cool. Hey, we picked off the runner at first. Sit your ass down, boy.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done. Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
All right, bottom of the 8th. Coming up, we're down 5. Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, I mean, some sort of bear. I mean, if you know me, you know I'm like a bear. I can be a panda bear, very docile, very chill, very zen. Or I can be a grizzly bear. Very hungry and very pissed off. So, you know. Some breed of bear is probably what I'm most qualified for, I guess. But What not to come back as? Let's see. A snail. That's pretty easy. I mean, you're moving around on your own slime. You got this hard-ass shell you got to carry on your back. If somebody sprinkles a little salt on you, you're done. That seems unfair. What else? Definitely wouldn't want to come back as a mosquito. I hate them, and to be one would be even worse. Sticking your dirty nose needle in a bunch of random people's flesh. Spreading disease. Hey, Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. Have I gotten off topic? I'm sorry. So Ferrer's still out there pitching. O'Hearn's got a 1-1 count. Next pitch is low. Oh, yeah, I would never want to be an ant. They work their ass off. Are you kidding me? Just constantly on the move. And come to think of it, as much as it would be cool to be able to fly, I don't know if I'd want to be a bird. Because the way they move their head around, it's always like, just anxiety issues with birds, right? They're never relaxed. They're constantly just on the lookout for something to fly away from. They're never chilling. They're just like... Have you ever seen a bird just like casually turn their head one way and look at something? No. Everything's got a... One out for Gunnar Henderson. Low and away for ball one. Gunner's 0 for 3. Yeah, bees work too hard. Look, I don't want a hard working gig. If you I'll be a whale. You want me to be a whale? I'll be a whale. Here's a base hit for Gunnar to the opposite field. He's been doing a lot of that. Taking advantage of the shift. It's a 1-out single. We got a base runner here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want any... I hate jellyfish, but I do have to admit that whole asexual angle is kind of interesting. Here's a fly ball by Rutschman. It's in foul ground down the right field side. Just enough space to make the catch. Damn it. 2 down. Thanks, Ronnie. Two down in the 8th. Said Mullins 0 for 3. He's grounded out to second twice, and he's struck out. This one's hit to left, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 9th, down 5. Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, anything where it's just like constantly working, no good, which is a lot of species. Beavers, right? Whole time you're just out there collecting wood, building dams, just constantly building dams. All right, we built a dam. Are we finished? No. Well, now we got to go build another one. It's never over. If I, I would take the wisdom of being a person with me, and I would become a species where I'd be like, you know what? Why don't we just chill right here? Why are we making extra work for ourselves? Make this easy. Horseshoe crab. Those are such a just like genetically crazy. I mean, God, the horseshoe crab is like, that is trillions of years of no evolution. Like, that thing is as it was 5 billion years ago. That horseshoe crab. Cano is on to finish the game. At least we hope he'll finish it. First pitch to Jose Tena outside, ball one. Top of the ninth. Nats ahead 7-2. They were up 6-0 after half an inning. Yeah, I don't want that either. One on Tena. Line drive, base hit, left field. Leadoff single for the Nats. Hey, speaking of gnats, there's something else I wouldn't want to be. A gnat. Or a fruit fly. Or anything where your life expectancy is like 2 days. Ain't that about a, you know what? You're brought into this world and you're told, hey, you get 2 days. Enjoy. You got just enough time to procreate and maybe get a meal in. And you're done. It's so unfair. Hey, by the way, Galapagos turtle. It's not up there for me with a dolphin or a koala bear, but it'll probably make top 10. Give me one of them turtles, 125-year lifespan. You move around slow. Somehow the food just finds you. I don't know. How do you move that slow and still find the food? You got all these other creatures running around hauling ass, spending 24 hours a day trying to find something to eat. And then you got a turtle that just sits around barely moving. You know what I mean? I think a lot of animals are just working too hard. That'll do it for Cano. I'm so happy to be having this engaging conversation. I think we're learning a lot from this. Pitching change. Break in the action. Yeah, and you get to live longer, which is why I live like a turtle. I hide in my shell, I barely move, and I'm going to live to be 125. Meanwhile, you got like these hummingbirds or whatever out there hauling ass. They get like 3 years. Doesn't add up, people. Less is more. A sauna ready for the BW Blue. Okay, that sounds kind of kinky. Oh, really? Nice. The turtles normally hang out in your yard? Is that like their natural habitat? If they have a baby turtle, can you name one after me? Old Bay body spray. I feel itchy just thinking about that. Hey, Cantankerous. Cantankerous, let's hear how you feel, buddy. Brandon Hyde's gone. Let's hear your take. The floor is yours. By the way, the offer is always out there, folks. If you want to call in through my Discord and have a conversation on the stream post-game, the opportunity, the invitation is open. I mean, if you want to give your thoughts, your final thoughts about Brandon Hyde and the Orioles moving on, you've got that opportunity. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on to finish this out. We think. Top of the order up now for the Nats, 5th time through. C.J. Abrams looks at a curveball for a called strike. He had a double and scored back in the first inning, 0 for 3 since. Pitch off the plate, 1-1. Beavers scare the crap out of Ronnie. You know, I have a very, irrational fear of squirrels. I am not a squirrel person. This ball's hitting a center. Mullins is going back. He's got room, though. Makes the catch a foot in front of the track. Tana will tag and go to third, but there's 2 down. Tony Manzolino. Who's running the team now? A Dominic DeCoco. No, we got a Muyan in there now. We got a guy, a moolie named Tony Manzolino, huh? What's the matter, you? Hey. What do you got to say? Hey, that's a walk. Did they just put him on? Was that a intentional thing or what happened? I think they just put Wood on. I just said they put Wood on. First and third, 2 down. This ball's hit hard to left. That ball is going to bounce and get away from the left fielder. And 2 more runs are going to come in to score. It's 9-2. 2-run double by Nathaniel Lowe. And the Nats are back up by a touchdown. You look at the Nationals scoreline today, and that's what you would hope to see when you get 10 hits. 9 runs on 10 hits. The Orioles yesterday had, 15 hits, but 4 runs? Less than half the runs with 50% more of the hits. Line drive, base hit center field for Keibert Ruiz. Coming around to score is who? Nathaniel Lowe. It's 10-2. Double-digit runs given up today. All right, folks. It's time to hear the bad news. We are now losing 10-2 today. Here are recent results. 10-2. We'll just call it a 10-2 loss today. It's going to be a 5-game losing streak, which, by the way, is the second 5-game losing streak of the season. We had one earlier this same month. We lost 5, and then we went 2-1 against the Angels, and now we've lost 5 in a row again. So that's 2-11 in our last 13 games. 2-11 in our last 13 games. 0-2 pitch to Garcia is low. Ten to 2 this loss. We got shut out against the Twins 4-0. We've been beaten twice in Minnesota 5-2 and 9-1. We had an 11-6 loss to the Royals. We got shut out by Kansas City 4-0. The Yankees, their one win over us was 15-3. The Tigers shut us out 7-0. They also swept us in a doubleheader. The Nationals back in D.C. in April had a 7-0 shutout against us. That was the day after the Reds beat us 24-2. Reds also had a win earlier 8-3. We've also lost to Cleveland 6-3. We got shut out by the Diamondbacks 9-0. We lost to the Royals earlier 8-2. We got shut out by Boston 3-0. We also lost 8-4 to Boston and 8-2 to the Blue Jays in the second game of the season. Sorry you had to hear all of those scores, but there you go. I mean, it's a bad team, folks. What are you going to say? Bad team that has now moved on from its manager, but it's not going to immediately solve the problems. More has to be done. We got to get Gibson out of this rotation. I don't care who you turn to, but you got to get Gibson out of this rotation. I still think the hitting coach should be replaced. I mean, I saw somebody say, well, Cody actually hasn't had enough time. No. The whole point is if we fire a hitting coach because we want to upgrade, the hitting, and then we bring somebody in and the hitting is worse. We had a game yesterday that was historical. It was an historical display of a futility in terms of driving in runs with runners on base. Having 15 hits in a game without being able to score as many as 5 runs is something that happens about once every 4 Olympics or so. I mean, just crazy stuff happening. Drew French, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Drew French. I'm on the fence. I don't think he's as much of a need to replace right now. The hitting is a team-wide problem. I look at Drew French and I go, all right, yes, Sir Anthony Dominguez and Gregory Soto have kind of regressed a little bit lately, but for the most part, I think Drew French has done a pretty good job making those guys a little more, a little more trustworthy guys in the pen. And the bullpen, the bullpen's good. Sagano's been good. Ground ball up the middle by Arias. Backhanded by Garcia at second. He throws the first, 1 out in the 9th. I mean, we're lacking in pitching talent, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm running out of steam, folks. Can you tell? Heston Kjerstad at the plate. Takes high for ball one. By the way, new pitcher on for the Nats, Brzezicki. This guy does not have a vowel in his name. This guy has got a 400-point Scrabble score for a name. This is a base hit in the right field for Kjerstad. 1 out knock. Brzezicki, Brzykcy. Ramon Laureano. Fouls the first pitch back. Folks, I hope you come back tomorrow. The Orioles are in danger of being swept at home for an entire homestand if they don't win tomorrow. Against the Twins and the Nats. This isn't the Dodgers and, Padres coming to town, or the Mets and the Phillies, or the Yanks and the Astros or something. If we don't win tomorrow, we're getting swept for a homestand against the Twins and the Nats. One, 2 to Laureano. Fouled away. We'll do it again. One, 2 pitch. Line drive. Base hit in left field. And ball is bobbled out there, but no advancement from Kjerstad. He stops at second base. 2 on with 1 out. It's too bad we had to give up that last cluster of runs. If this was still a 5-2 game, or 6-2, I guess, maybe I'd get excited. Or sorry, it was 7-2. They put up 3 runs in the 9th. If this was 7-2, I'd feel a little bit of something, but it's 10-2. And Jorge Mateo was up to pinch hit. And it's a base hit up the middle. And coming in to score is Kjerstad. Folks, new manager says, you know what? You think I'm going to do the expected? No, I'm going to pinch hit Mateo right here and get me an RBI. How about that? Here comes Jackson Holiday. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away, though, and both runners will advance. With the speed of Mateo, the trail runner at second. The 0-1 to Holiday. Up and away, a 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on the pitch. In the dirt. 2-1. Brzezicki gets the sign. The 2-1 to Holiday. Fouled away, 2-2. Two-two pitch. That one's stroked by Holiday to right. Get up, get up. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Jackson Holiday continues to blossom. It's an Earl Weaver special. Oh my goodness, if we didn't give up those 3 runs, it'd be a 1-run ball game right now. Holiday's 5th of the season. He turned on this fastball. That ball jumped off the bat to straightaway right field over the grounds crew shed. It is now 10-6.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
All right. A lot of work to do. Damn that last. Damn it. And Gibson starting too. We put 6 runs up, but we didn't give ourselves a chance because we went to Kyle Gibson. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. Base is empty, 1 out. He's 0 for 3. Takes high, ball 1. Nationals aren't messing around. They've got their closer up now. That pitch is outside. 2-0 on O'Hearn. Pitch. Foul back. 2 balls, 1 strike. 10-6. Two 1 pitch. O'Hearn late on a fastball, fouls it away. 2-2. Two. Inside. Full count. Folks, I can't believe it, but it's bugle time. Payoff pitch to O'Hearn. Line drive. Caught by Abrams at short. Are you kidding me? A frozen rope right back up the middle. Abrams down to the ground. Makes that catch. 2 away for Gunnar. We're going to come up short, folks. Gunnar takes a first pitch curveball for a strike. Well, look at it this way. You don't have to watch a Brandon Hyde post-game press conference. Check swing, and Gunnar went around. The Orioles are down to their final strike. Folks, I hope you'll be back tomorrow early afternoon for the final game of the series and the homestand. We'll be hitting the road for 7 games, 3 in Milwaukee and then 4 out in Boston. No days off, folks. No days off for a while. weather permitting, of course. 1-2 on Gunner. Swing and a miss, and this game is over. Might have been a foul tip. Henderson strikes out, and the Orioles come up short. A game that was unfortunately over before we really had a chance to get going. At the end of the day, the Nationals out-hit us 11-10. Pretty even in that department. But you know, the dam broke on Kyle Gibson's start right out of the gate. First 6 batters reached. It was an absolute nightmare. And just too much behind. Even a team that's going well and has that spirit in them that, like, we can come back, it's still really hard to come back when you fall down 6-0 before you even have a chance to swing a bat. So, look, this team didn't look great today. There was some other mistakes made out in the field. Ced Mullins broke in on a ball, and it went over his head. That was part of the big rally for the Nats. That was unexpected. You know, some other things that didn't really go well. But if you take Kyle Gibson out of the equation, I feel like this is another game that we could have maybe won. We could have won this. We got to get him out of the equation. We've now taken the manager out of the equation. It's time to start getting rid of a couple of the players that are only hurting the team every time they come out here. If that's our goal, to turn this season around. But for now, we continue to slide. We're now at a season low 13 games under 500 and a 5-game losing streak. Second one this month. Yeah, that's pretty much the deal, folks. So it's a new beginning, a fresh start of sorts. It's not really a full fresh start because, again, I feel like the off season is going to see some more front office moves and a bigger shift towards a new look Orioles. But hopefully the team is gonna, play their best for the rest of this season. You never know, folks. Take these Nationals, for example, back in, 2017, 2018, whatever year they won the World Series, maybe 2019. They got off to a start that was something like 15-25, something like that. And they won the World Series. Okay? So just saying that you don't have to go back that far to find an example of a team that figured it out. That was the year, of course, Juan Soto joined the club and gave him, an MVP bat out of nowhere. That certainly helped jumpstart that team after an early struggle in the season. But I think we still have a lot of talent on this team. We've got some players we need to come back and help out with the pitching. But that's why I feel like 2 changes were necessary. One was a leadership change, and we have that going on now. The other is some other solution to the 5th starter in this rotation, because Gibson and even Morton, I'm willing to try my idea. Use Morton, but don't start him. Go with a middle reliever to pitch the first, then bring him in. We can try that. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know what this team is thinking right now, because they're looking at their record and they're probably thinking, we should be thinking more about selling some guys rather than trying to go out and trade for some help. So it may be too late to even, have the hope that they're going to try to upgrade somewhere, a starting pitching upgrade, mainly. But anyway, look, I'm absolutely exhausted, or else I would be able to better articulate what I'm saying. I'm doing a terrible job. I need to get the hell out of here. There's another middle of the night game for me to call. It's 6 a.m. here now. The sun is up. What do? I don't know. I guess I'll take a nap. I'll be up at midnight to call the next game and then crash hard again. That's how I do it, folks. It's a gig I love, but it ain't easy sometimes. Thanks so much for your support, everybody in the Charm City chat. Again, folks, the big news of the day, Brandon Hyde is no longer managing the team. Frustrating loss once again today, but again, let's just get Kyle Gibson out of this rotation and see how we look after that. More moves need to be made, but at least the beginning has started, right? Because all we were thinking for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, every single loss, we're just sitting there going, when are they going to do something? When are they going to do something? Well, they've done something. So now we got to wait and take it from there. Okay, guys? Let me see if anybody else is streaming right now, and I'll send you over there if I can. Thanks for the help from the mods and the Charm City chat. And looks like we've got JJ on. The Phillies are still playing actively right now, or are they wrapping it up? Oh, it's early. It's early in Philly. Gonna send you over to JJ for the second day in a row. Let him know I said, hey, Phillies are up on the Pirates right now, 2-0 in the Pennsylvania rivalry matchup. Okay. Oh yeah, and the Preakness. Enjoy that, folks. I'm going to bed, or I'm going to get breakfast. I can't decide. I think I'm going to try to lay down, and if I can't fall asleep, then I'll get the breakfast. That's my plan. Hey, if you haven't hit the like button already, do so on the way out if you don't mind. Thanks once again, folks. I'll be back tomorrow for an afternoon game. 1:20 p.m. I'll be on the air, okay? Until then, folks, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.